Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in this market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, because we learn and we grow together, y'all. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first one on the list today is Tesla. And y'all know I say Tesla does what Tesla does, right? So we closed at 221.86, and it looks as if 216.70 has been a low for us today. That 216.70, it is an inside day candle, but we'll get back to that. So as of now, where are the trouble places for Tesla? It looks like we've come here at 219.68 and found support here. Back to the upside, we could possibly have trouble 222, again at 222.98, beyond that 224.57. If we should break that 226.13, which is kind of right where that 50 EMA is as of now. If we should break that area, we could possibly have trouble again, 227.41, breaking that 228.10 and 229.06. Should we break that 229.06, we could very well come back to this 230.76 area, which y'all see is a few layers of resistance here. So I would definitely watch around the 231.08, which is our ATR trailing stop here. So yeah, that's back to the upside. Y'all know Tesla normally exceeds its ATR, so could we very well break through this 232.08 or 232.25? Absolutely. Should we break that area, we could possibly have trouble 233.68. If we should break that, 234.57, and beyond that 236.29. Breaking that level brings us back to this 238.09 for Tesla. And don't say it, look, anything is possible right now. Back to the downside, should we break under this 219.68, we can come back and find support at 217.80. Under that level, we have 217.02. Should we break that 215.99, breaking that 214.25, and y'all see there's a few layers of support here for Tesla. So under that 213.98, 214 area, we could very well come back to the 212.76 and breaking that to 11.55. Few layers there under that 209.94. So if you're trading Tesla today, I say trade carefully. Again, it is an inside day candle, meaning if by chance we break above the 250.27 area, the target to the upside is here at 252. Now to the downside, which we've been finding support in this 216 or 217.80, should we break that level, the downside target for Tesla is 214.57. I will say it will not surprise me to see us back at that 214.57 area or below. Just looking at how it's trading, again, not financial advice, I say trade what you see, right? So let's go and see where we are with the SPY today, and I don't think I have that, so let me go ahead and get that. All right, excuse me. So we're looking at the SPY. No, we're still looking at Tesla. We are now looking at the SPY. We closed at 496.98. Y'all see we down here, came down to the 482.70 area, only to bounce from there. 486.80. 486.80 is our support area. Back to the upside, we could possibly have trouble 490.19. If we should break that 492.31 area, breaking that 493.57. Should we break that 495.91, and breaking that brings us back to 497.47. Now breaking this 497 area here kind of brings us back to the ATR trail and stop at the $500.33. In my opinion, that will be strong resistance for the SPY. Now should we break this $500.33, we could possibly have trouble again 502.50, and if we should break that, we could possibly have trouble at 505.89. Keep in mind the 200 EMA as of now is at this 511.70 area. So breaking this 505.89, we could very well come, break through those areas and possibly find rejection at that key level of the 200 EMA. Now back to the downside for the SPY, we are at some really low levels. Now under this 486.80 area, we could very well come back to 482.70. This 482.70 area, which I have the 481.24 area marked for the SPY. Let me see if we have anything under that. 481.24, yes. If we should break that area, 479.47 could be a low. the next level of support, breaking the 479, we could very well come back to the 471.78. So if you are trading the SPY today, I say trade carefully, y'all. In this market, anything is possible, and there's a lot going on that could affect the market with the tariffs. And today we have the FOMC minutes that's coming out. So if you're trading the SPY, I say trade carefully. Let's go and see where we are with Apple today. Apple closed at 172.42, and it's trading in a zone here for us now. Support is around the 167.04, resistance around 173.42. Should we break that level of resistance around the 174.86, could be a rejection area, or the ATR trailing stop, which is around the 176.28 area here. Should we break that, there's a few layers of resistance here up to the 178.14. Should we break the 178.14, we could possibly have trouble again. 179.34, breaking that level. 180, 141 could be a rejection area for Apple. Now back to the downside, if we should break, I would say back under, for some reason, I'm going to see if I can mark that. Price has just been gathering in excuse me, in this area here. So I need to remember this area, 168.35. We've come here, and we've come here. We've bounced from here each time we've come to this level. So I need to watch this for Apple, 168.35. If we break that level, 167.04 could be a support place for us. So if you're trading Apple today, I say trade carefully. It's going to be an interesting day in the market. So under that 167.04 for Apple, we could very well come back to the one. I have to go back and do a little bit more research with Apple because I have the 135.21, but I'm almost certain there's something that could stop us in this area, considering we're back at May of 2024 prices for Apple. So I say trade carefully, y'all. AMD, we are now looking at, so we closed at $78.21, and it too, it is trading in a, we are really down. A lot of things are down, right, because of the tariff information. Back to the upside, I would watch around the 78.58, breaking that level, $80.16, breaking that 81.17. Should we break that, we have 81.50 not far away, but look how close we are to this ATR trailing stop, which is around the 81.81 area. So if you're trading AMD, those are areas that I would watch, for possible rejection or resistance. Now, breaking that 81.81, we could very well come back to 83.18, and if we should break that, we have a level here around the 85.21 for AMD. Now, back to the downside, if we break under this, let's say 76.05, we can come back to 75.20 and find some type of support. Breaking that 75.20 area, I have definitely got to go back and again we are in some lows, y'all. And as you can see, I've been trading, charting AMD for a while, but I need to go back and look on my daily chart. Normally I go back to my daily chart and go back 3 years, 5 years, and get some support levels for us, and I will work on that. So if you're trading AMD today, those are areas to the upside, and again to the downside, not financial advice. Now, we did have a few inside day candles. Let's see. GameStop is one of those. Let's say that if by chance we break above $25, we have 25.11 as the target. The target to the downside, breaking under the 22.96, which we have broke that already. Target to the downside was 22.35. So if you trade GME, it is an inside day candle. Google is also an inside day candle for today, breaking above 154.54, gives us an upside target of 154.98. Now to the downside, under 145.12, we have a downside target of 142.52. Excuse me. 142.52 is the target for GOOG today, and GOOGL is also an inside day candle. If by chance we break above 152.38, upside target 152.85. Now to the downside, under 143.12, downside target 140.53. So if you trade GOOGL, it is an inside day candle. Now IWM is also an inside day candle for today. Above 186.28 gives us an upside target of 190.44. Now to the downside, under 170.42, we have a downside target of 171.50. So if you trade IWM, it is an inside day candle today. Let's look at Meta just to see where we are, y'all. And as you can see, it's been trading in kind of like a zone also. As of right now, supporter is around the 497.76. Back to the upside, if we break above the 504.17, which we, kind of trying to get there now. 5 EMA is our resistance. As you can see, this line has been there, y'all. We wouldn't have known that 5 EMA would have been there. That's why it's important that we mark our support and our resistance. I can't say that enough. Now, back to the upside, continuing with Meta. If by chance we break above 504.17, there's a few layers of resistance here, 50 EMA being one of those at 508.83. Should we break that, 512.95, should we break that level, we could possibly have trouble again, 519.45. And if we should break that, 521.79 could be a rejection area for us. Breaking that 521.79, 531, let's say 521.79, 521.30 area. If we should break the 521.30, yeah, I have the next level, 530.11. So I would definitely watch around those areas. Again, not financial advice. Back to the downside for Meta, under 497.76, we could very well come back to this ATR trail and stop around the 489.56. And in my opinion, that would be a strong support place for us for Meta at 489.56. If we should break that, 484.11, breaking that, 474.21, and if we should break that, 467.21. Those are rejection areas and support places for Meta today. So if you are trading Meta, I say so often, y'all, trade carefully in this market. Anything is possible, right? So we are now looking at NVDA. We closed at $96.30. And as you can see, y'all, we've come down to a low of $92.59 here. So as of now, where are the trouble places? Support was around the $95.90. Looks like we've got some information that could probably try to take it back to the upside. So let's say above this level here of 97.80, we could possibly have trouble. 98.49, that 200 EMA is right at 98.67. A lot of stocks, yesterday, that 200 EMA was like visible and really a rejection place for a lot of places. So breaking back above that 98.67, we could possibly have trouble. $99.35. Should we break that level, y'all see price has been gathering in this area here for a while. So I'm going to say around the $100.51. If we should break that, we could possibly have trouble again. 102.46. Now breaking the 102.46, 103, around the 103.62 area for NVDA. Now back to the downside, if by chance we break under $95.90, we could very well, let's see where price has been in this area here, around the 94.97 area. If we should break that, we could very well come back to, let's say, around the 94.02 area, only because price has been in this area here, the body of this candle, the body of this candle, and this almost. So around the 94.02 area. Should we break that, we have the ATR trail and stop at $93.18. That, in my opinion, is strong support. Should we break that area, 92.62 and breaking that 91.54. So if you're trading NVDA today, these are kind of like support and resistance areas. Again, not financial advice, y'all. It has been an interesting week thus far in the market. So if you are trading any of these positions or any of these, stocks or tickers or whatever word you choose to use, I say trade carefully, y'all. Make sure you set your stop losses and make sure you have a plan before you go into the trade. And once it goes against your plan or once it goes against your why, get out. I say so often, y'all, live to trade another day. Make sure you have the discipline to execute the whatever plan that you have. So again, I hope that everyone have a very, very profitable and a very, very productive day today. If you could, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that, y'all, because we learn and we grow together. So until next time, y'all, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.